This is 4.3. This time we're doing some congruent triangles with some algebra mixed in. So we're going to jump right into an example here because basically it's what we have been doing, just adding a little bit of algebra to the mix. So the example says, use the congruent statement to set up an equation, then solve for x and y. So right now there is no congruent statement, so I'm going to draw that out for us right away. So we are going to say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle FUN. All right. So like I said with the last lesson, I think it's easiest if you fill in things that you know right away, and then you can solve some things from there. So what I mean by that, so for this angle right here, angle F, it's a right angle. It's 90 degrees. And if we look at our congruent statement, F is the first letter and A is the first letter. Therefore, this angle A is also a right angle, or it's 90 degrees. Okay, so really just by doing that much, we already know what y is. Y has to be 90. So I guess we might as well write that down right away. Okay, now I think it makes sense to fill in where 30, 40, and 50 go. So we have from F to U is 30. Since FU are the first two letters and AB are the first two letters, then AB and FU have to be congruent. They have to have the same length. Okay. Then I'm going to go to the next one. FN is 40. FN is the first and last. AC is the first and last. So AC has to be 40. All right. And then that long side, the hypotenuse is 50 on triangle FUN. So it has to be 50 on triangle ABC. Okay. So now we have lots of information. Really all we need to do right now is solve for x. So we really just need to use this information here. Okay. So this side that I made green, side AC, is 2x plus 8. It's also equal to 40. So all we have to do there is say 2x plus 8 is equal to 40 and solve the equation. So I'm going to start by subtracting 8 from both sides. 2x equals 32. Divide by 2. And x is equal to 16. So there's our two answers. X is 16 and y is 90. All right, and then we're going to jump into one more example. This time we're going to assume the two triangles below are congruent. First thing we're going to do is write a congruence statement. So there are lots of different ways that we can do that. You can go in alphabetical order. Sometimes I like to just go in order of the angle marks. So I might start with 0 angle marks, into 1 angle mark, into 2 angle marks, and then back. So I might go triangle ZXY is congruent to triangle. Now we have to go in that same order. So I went from 0 to 1 to 2 tick marks. I'm looking at these things on the inside here. 0, 1, 2. That's where that's coming from. Okay, so NLM. All right, so there's our congruent statement. Now we're supposed to set up equations to solve for x and y. Okay, so I'm going to erase this just so it looks a little bit nicer. So again, you can fill in all of the missing stuff you want, or maybe on this one, I'm not going to do it that way, just to make it a little bit shorter. It's up to you, ultimately. As long as you can solve for x and y, it's fine by me. So I'm going to find x first on this one. So x is on this side, so NL. So since NL are the first two letters, I want to find the first two letters of our first triangle, so ZX. So Z to X. All right, so 16. So 16 is equal to 3x plus 1. So to solve that, subtract 1 from both sides. 15 equals 3x. Divide by 3. And 5 is equal to x. Or x is equal to 5. Circle that. All right. And then to solve for y, so I noticed that y is down here where there's 2 angle marks. and 40 is by where we have 2 angle marks on the other triangle. So pretty simple one there. 4y has to be equal to 40, divide by 4, and y equals 10. All right, so that's it. Really nothing super new there, just kind of combining our geometry stuff with our algebra skills. So go ahead and grab your practice for 4.3.